Awareness is key. The truth shall make you free is a quote from the Bible, specifically 8 John 32, where Jesus is telling a group of believers that if they abide in his teaching, they will know the truth and the truth will make them free. I've always understood this quote from the Bible, or this verse from the Bible, in the context of honesty and transparency. But now I know that living in truth, or living by truth, will lead to personal growth and freedom from deception, fear, and worry. Today I was reflecting and I remembered a Myron Golden video that I watched a few years ago, where he explained that many of us use the mind to lock in a lie and to keep the truth out. It's such a powerful video. If I can find it, I'll link to it below. So I'm sitting there with my feelings of liberation about making a new decision in my life. And then I started to notice feelings of guilt and shame about knowing all of this stuff and not applying it in my life. Guys, I became aware of these thoughts and feelings, and I know they are just coming up because I've made a new decision in my life. In his book, The Magician's Way, William Whitecloud explains that your thoughts and your feelings are not real. That was the first time I'd ever heard that. They are just what naturally comes up when your ego, that's what your ego tells you when you are faced with a new situation. And because your default has always been to automatically assume them to be real, you just end up automatically coping with those thoughts and those feelings. The actions you take end up being actions to cope with those limiting beliefs. Those negative feelings, he says, are just sirens. They are leading you away from your goals and your desires, right? And the way you cope with that discomfort, is to just give up your goals and your dreams. So now, guys, I'm aware that I am at a crossroads because I have made a new decision. I've made a new choice. So I can either choose to live in the reality of my thoughts and feelings, which have created this illusion, right, that I am separate from what I want and that I don't have the skills or the ability to attract it. Or I can choose to live in the reality of my vision. I'm choosing to focus on the reality of my vision, where I create videos, right, about lessons that I've learned, or stuff that I've read, or videos that I've watched that have helped me. My vision is that my videos and my interpretation or my perspective will help other people to improve their experience in life, or really just to have a shift in their perspective. I think it was Brian Tracy who said we underestimate how much a shift in perspective can change our lives. So I'm letting go of the guilt. I'm letting go of the shame. I'm letting it go. As I'm sitting here, I'm remembering a Neville Goddard lecture. I think it was called The Knowledge of God. And in that lecture, he makes the distinction between the knowledge that you are told from hearsay, right? So like you would get it from a preacher or a prophet or a teacher, and the truth that is spoken from personal experience. I now know that truth from experience. I now know that truth from experience. And that freedom that I have through my personal experience is deeper. It's a more profound liberation than just an intellectual understanding, which is what I had before. Anyway, my goal with this video is to just share the importance of awareness. You need to become aware of the thoughts and the feelings that come up when you make a new decision, because those are the thoughts and the feelings that either lock in a lie or they keep the truth out. I'm Kodzai on the road within, and thanks for your attention.